Hi, we're the Jailhouse Stitchers. I'm Anna.
And I'm Abby.
And we're back again for another fun-filled week so you can see what we've done this week.
And thank you to everybody who put up with last week's video. I will tell you that at 1 hour and 35 minutes, it was still 45 minutes less than we had filmed because of the interruptions.
Yes, it was an interesting week last week.
Many interruptions.
We had many interruptions, but we slogged through it.
There was one ink circles pattern we filmed 3 times.
3 times?
3 times.
Okay.
My family didn't want to cooperate.
Yeah.
And Pickles.
Pickles is around here. He's exploring.
He's actually talking right now. He's here.
Oh.
So I expect Pickles will also be co-hosting again this week.
Yes.
So
we appreciate everybody's likes and subscribing. We're getting up there. We're getting close to 100. And so when we get 100 subscribers, we will have a giveaway.
And we have good stuff to give away.
Yeah.
We have a couple of pieces of fiber on a whim, which we know is not my fabric of choice. But I have a few pieces, and I know that it's hard to come by. People like it. And so instead of just selling it on Stash and Load, I've got 2, and I'm going to put those in our goodie pile. And we have a blackbird design, Away We Ride, and we have at least a small plethora
of Mill Hill kits.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then Lord knows what I have in the garage.
Well, and I haven't done the whole dive through the stash yet either.
Oh, I'm not even talking about the stash.
I know you're not.
We're talking about the garage.
I know. That's a whole other issue.
It's terrifying.
So we've had a busy week. We really have. It took Abby a long time to get the last video to load up. She kept sending texts. 75%. Hi, Pickles.
No, you got to keep moving.
You got to keep moving.
Yeah,
Pickles.
You're welcome. Just keep moving.
Keep moving, Pickles. So it took 30 some hours to upload?
So, yes. So I'm just going to go over.
Pickles.
So nobody told me when we started this thing about Flosstube and how long YouTube can take. So I'm just going to give you guys kind of an idea of what this takes. So there's this part, which, as you know, we both work full-time at our local detention center.
Michaela's coming in. Hold, please.
And I now have a college student that's living with me, too, and a door that's very stuck.
Okay, you good.
So there's this part. Riddled with interruptions, dogs,
cats, children, spouse, husband.
Yeah, there's only one.
There's only one. I don't have one anymore.
Yeah. Just one.
Yeah.
There's just one. So after that, there is then acquiring the husband's computer.
Yes.
Because I can't find mine behind the piles of paper on my desk. So I need to work on that. And getting it from my iPhone to the computer, into iMovie, editing, remembering how to edit on a weekly basis. Because for some reason, in one, out one, every week.
And that's her job.
Right, that's my job.
Yeah.
The tech stuff.
Yeah.
And so from there, it then has to compress it into a video. The computer does. And so I've been doing that Friday night. I go to bed and I let it compress Friday night, and it takes all night. And then I airdrop it back to my phone, and so that way my husband can have his computer during the day, not for any other reason. And then I plug it in, I start stitching on Friday, and I let it upload to YouTube. So Saturday I was doing that, Saturday morning, and then I needed to run to the fabric store, the quilting shop, and I was at 83%. Well, AT&T informed me that was not going to happen. They were not going to allow me to continue to upload that video. So it sat at 83% until sometime late Saturday night, well after I had gotten back and was back on my Wi-Fi. So I had to delete it and start again. 46 hours later,
it finally uploaded.
Right before 5 a.m. on Monday morning.
hopefully this week will be better.
Well, I'm going to try tonight to edit
tonight.
And compress and let it upload tomorrow.
Okay.
While I'm doing things at the jail, just let it sit there and do its thing.
Yeah. So
maybe, I don't know if it'll run off the jail's Wi-Fi or not.
You'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know.
But
But it's been an adventure.
It has been. So anybody who wants to venture into this, cross-stitching in and of itself, exercise and patience.
Mm-hmm.
Flosstube, so much more.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it.
Yeah,
I'm
so
having
we're doing
fun.
good.
Except for that one person that doesn't like us.
I know. I want to know why they don't like us. We got a thumbs down. It was like,
I am telling myself that person just accidentally clicked that.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because if you're going to thumbs down, at least give us a reason why you're thumbing down.
That's right. That way I can fix it.
Yeah.
So
and we have a new light. So we're trying a new light system.
yes, and
Although only one of the two lights is working, so we only have one extra light.
it's really bright.
Yeah. So we'll see how this looks.
So we still have the halo light. We are going to hang pictures here, but the halo light causes a weird reflection because I did have a request for not Lady of the
Queen
Five,
of Freedom.
the Queen of Freedom, who does normally hang here. This is her place of pride. But she's got that big ring and you can't see anything.
Yeah.
She's currently here with RETM's Quaker Mermaid, who is gorgeous as well, but in a different way.
Yeah.
And then over there, I've got my Gypsy Mermaid. So there's a lot of stitching going on in it. Oh, and then I've got Rainbow Row over there.
True.
We're surrounded by stitching.
Yours is at least framed. I only have one thing framed. Well, everything else I did years ago has all been gifted, so I don't have that.
Maybe I don't need a formal dining room anymore.
No, I don't think so. I think we should just put stitching in here.
I'm done with that.
I think we can make that work. So anyway,
Anyway.
we need to get to our list.
Okay, so I have for the intro, whatever that means. Y'all, I got so lucky yesterday. Not yesterday, day before.
What'd you buy?
You know what I bought. You got a copy of it and a picture of it.
Oh yeah.
The Black Needle Society finally sent me
Her confirmation.
my permission to buy a subscription. They had said they were going to increase the number of boxes, and I am on the list twice because I wasn't sure if I had gotten kicked out.
Oh no.
It had taken so long.
Yeah.
And they do, I guess they put them in a spreadsheet and they try to reduce the number of people who are on there twice.
Yeah.
So I may get a second one, which I will delete because
Yeah.
I am honest.
Yes.
My first box will be here in November, and we will, of course, have an unboxing.
Of course.
It is resolution stitching. I was not aware of this, but did you know they only started last year?
We're doing the boxes?
The boxes.
I thought they had been doing it longer.
No, they started at the beginning of 2020.
Oh, okay. I just thought they had been doing it longer.
Right. Me too.
Okay.
So,
Right.
the
She got in.
I got in. Black Needle Society. They are what I would describe as a stitching lifestyle box. So, as I was doing my research this summer, there are the pattern boxes, like Spot Colors, which we featured last week. We did an unboxing for them.
Yep.
And then there are the stash boxes with that company that shall not be named.
Yes.
And there's the lifestyle boxes, like the Black Needle Society. And I got Frogwarts Tier 2, which is not a retreat in a box. It is open to anybody who wants to get it. Their goal this year was 300, and they met it and passed it. I don't know if they had a limit on it, though. But there was a limited amount of time that you could get it.
Yeah.
Right. And I will get it again at the end of this year when they sell it, because I went back and I looked, and I'm pretty sure I bought it sometime in December, maybe early January.
Yeah, I don't remember when you bought it.
And it was for a June
Release.
virtual retreat. I will not be participating in the virtual retreats again, but I'm interested to see what resolution stitching is.
I'm taking it. It's something maybe for the new year. You're making your resolution.
I'm thinking.
But do you make a resolution? I never make resolutions because I'm going to break it within like 24 hours.
Well, so I think the last time I made a resolution, it was that I was going to break resolutions.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So you
and I haven't made another one, so I haven't been able to break that resolution yet.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't keep them. But they only ship the retreats in a box in odd numbered months.
Okay.
So it seems like the even number months are more of their limited edition boxes,
okay.
like the Harry Potter box.
So they have them set up that
way. That
way.
are not automatically allowed.
Okay.
Like this is.
Yeah.
This is a subscription box. So the nice list is the one that comes out in December.
Okay.
And that is their Advent box.
Okay.
I got the email.
But you did, oh, no.
It was too fast.
Okay.
Okay. Harry Potter was much slower. Frogwarts, was much slower. So I was able to get one of those. But they kind of flash sale. They just kind of...
And
now,
go.
I think because I am a subscriber, I do get early access.
Okay.
And then the remainders are left out. But I don't know that that's true, so please don't quote me or rely on that statement.
Okay.
So, Black Needle Society, the wait is over.
She's very excited. We got the text. Woo! She said, look, I got in.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, all right. So, market.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff coming out.
Lots of stuff coming out.
I actually ordered a pattern for something I thought I would never ever stitch.
So why don't you talk about your dealer and I'll talk about mine.
Okay, well, I decided this year to use ga-ronstitchery. I ordered 4 patterns. I ordered Lindy Stitches. Oh shoot, I ordered the one with the cat, the one on the horse, and
the part of the meow the merrier.
Yes, I think that was it. Hold on, let me see, because I took a picture of it so I would remember what I wanted to order. So I ordered Halloween Tales. That's the one, the 2-part one.
Sorry.
That's okay. And then I ordered Susie Sampler Maker because I have Mary Needleworker. And it's kind of a thing, and I really liked how it looked. Although I haven't done Mary yet, but that's okay. I'm getting the second part.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll have to look at those when they come in.
Yeah. And then from Lucy Beam, I ordered the one that says, I will find you, and that's the one with the scissors, because I had gotten the one before that says, I will cut you.
Did you get the one that says snip, snip, snip?
No, I did not get the snip, snip, snip one yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that one.
We'll have to talk to Becky.
I like the I will cut you. And then Fox and Rabbit.
Oh my god.
Fox and Rabbit came out with theirs, and I looked at it. I am not a sampler stitcher. I don't do samplers. The closest I have come are my Summer and Winter Quakers by Rosewood Manor, which we'll get to see tonight. But I'm not a sampler stitcher. I don't like to stitch houses.
You love houses.
No, I do not.
You do.
I do
Cinnamon
not.
stars.
Yeah, that's why I don't stitch houses. But the Welsh sampler that they have that's coming out with the colors is just phenomenal. The colors are beautiful. I like the flowers on it. There's no house. There's no weird Adam and Eve on it.
There's no Bible verse.
There's no Bible verse.
There are no creepy
angels,
flying babies.
Baby cherub
Kate
things.
Loves those.
Yes. So I looked at it.
But the colors.
The colors are phenomenal.
Oh my god.
And I had looked at it and I'm like, do I buy this? Do I not buy this? And then Abby sends a picture going, look at the colors. And I'm like, okay, that's a sign. So I went in and I added it to my order with ga-ron. All their orders had to be in today, so they had time enough to do their spreadsheet and everything. But all of that one has worked in complete DMC. Those are all DMC colors. And they're so pretty and vibrant. So I went ahead and ordered it, and we go from there. So I don't know when I'm going to start that one, but I'm really tempted. It may get started after the first of the year, just because.
We'll talk about resolution stitching in November.
Yeah. So
I did buy another.
That's all I ordered. I only ordered 4 patterns this year. This go around. I did more last time.
Not really, because you got the Summer House hands-on collection.
I got the kitchen collection.
And that was 5 patterns, but really it was one project.
It was one project, yes.
But that was it. I don't remember getting anything else for you when I went.
No, I think you're right. I think that's all I got.
I think it is.
I just went with that last time, yeah.
But it was expensive, even.
Yeah, because I got the charms and I got the board and I got all 5 of the patterns, so I went.
I asked.
Yeah.
Did that come in yet? Because I wasn't going to let it go.
I know. So I got all that. So yes, I would like to start that. We'll have to see what 2020 stitching. So that is my expo at this point. There's nothing else that has just said buy me. So I was much more restrained than this one over here. Her list was longer than mine.
So, yeah, and I will tell you that based on my previous 3 markets, so I have attended market, and one of the benefits to attending market is that it's cash and carry, and so I have been afforded the opportunity to buy wholesale, and this is part of how my stash has grown and is as obscene as my husband's gun collection. So this year I was not afforded that opportunity. Hopefully next year Anna and I will, my husband is working on our LLC paperwork. But since we will be offering the boxes, hopefully very shortly, and we'll get to that later, we will also be offering some wholesale stuff. And that may be an option again. Anyway, so I ordered from Nancy at Needle Case Goodies. I know you're all going to be shocked. Needle Case Goodies is a shop on Etsy, and she has continuously updated from the minute a picture is available, because she needs a picture and a price to post it online. And if you spend more than $75, she's going to refund your shipping. So that is the one drawback to purchasing from her, is that you pay the shipping each time you order, and she encourages you to order what you want right then, because
it's one big thing.
Well, because she may not get around to putting more on there before she has to go to market.
Oh, okay.
So to make sure you get your item, because they're all going to stop accepting pre-orders.
Yes.
Like Wednesday, because market starts Friday.
Well, today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, because ga-ron stopped. Today's the last day to send an email for orders with them, is today.
Well, I'm very glad that Gary and Ronnie agree with me that Wednesday is a good day to stop.
Yeah.
And so I ordered all my stuff through Nancy. And so she is, I've never met her. She's in Ohio. I've been to Ohio.
I've driven through.
Didn't I? Aren't you from Ohio?
I'm from Iowa. Oh my gosh.
Ohio.
No, don't even give me that.
I have been to Ohio because when I flew from my sister's house in State College, well, not from her house, but from the airport in State College, you have to fly to Columbus
and then
go to a bigger regional airport. Okay. So we went from a tiny
to Columbus.
It might as well not have had a paved airport where my sister lives, but whatever. Anyway, so yes, I've been there in passing. I don't think it counts unless you leave the airport, but whatever. So she's in Ohio, never been there. But so one of the first things that I ordered was Putini's Halloween Trio. So they're little pin cushions, and Putini premiered at Market in 2020. They premiered at 2020 in Nashville, and they have really established themselves as a great competitor to Jabco. They
have cool pins.
They do, and they're much finer detail. And we should spotlight them one night because I have a lot of their pins. Okay. Now that does not mean that Jabco is not also an amazing company. Their styles are just very different. So Putini also does their own patterns. I don't think Jabco does their own patterns. They do them in connection with other designers. Okay. So I ordered that Halloween Trio, and I ordered the Moonlight sampler from the Blue Flower. And I don't know where Jenny came from, but she has got to stop, because every time she puts something out, I feel the need to buy it.
She had some
on 40 count.
Everything's on 40 count.
I don't do it on 40 count, but
I've never done 40
Tiger.
Oh, I love Tiger. I know she
I need to work on it. Okay, anyway. So I emailed Nancy and was like, hey, I've ordered these the Halloween trio from Patini. I have to have the pins. And she's like, there were no pins mentioned. And I was like, they're in the picture. So she ordered pins. And I ordered one off of her site.
Yep.
So I probably got a little ambitious here, guys.
Just a little bit.
Because I also ordered some Rosewood Manor. I ordered the Owlsmore Manor. That was that really pretty sampler with the blues and the greens. I just kept looking at it.
My problem is I think the fabric that she put her patterns on this year were so dark that it's hard to see.
No, this one's on ivory. This is the one that's got a house. That's probably
why I didn't look at it, because it had a house. Yeah.
And then I ordered the treats on a pumpkin and toads on a pumpkin, and we covered those back in the first episode.
Yeah.
That collection. There's also a Quaker on a pumpkin, and I don't like it at all. So I got the treats and the toads. And y'all, my heart stops every time Jeanette Douglas puts something out.
I knew you were going to order that.
Every time.
She has quite a collection of Jeanette Douglas.
I'm never going to stitch them all.
No, you're not.
They take forever. But they're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So she put out her big sampler for this year was Joy Be Thine. And
it's pretty.
It's beautiful. And then the silk pack. Because well, you can't afford to buy the silks individually, so she
gives you enough.
Cuts you the lengths, and sells you what you need for $85 as opposed to $800. And I'm just gonna add that to the other ones I'm gonna do before I die.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna be living for a long time.
I am.
Yeah.
And then the Heartstring Samplery did the Tudor Rose Biscornu.
That was very pretty.
Which I'm gonna use the same silks that we used for Izzy's
Tudor Rose project. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hands On came out with those other 3 patterns.
Yes.
The Fright This Way patterns, which one's Rhyme Time and one is Witch's Pantry, and of course they're adorable and small, and of course I have to have them because I'm never going to finish them.
Yeah, she just did her Flosstube showing those again.
Oh, they're so cute. Yeah. Okay. And then I went back and forth on the Tiny Modernist Moths and the Moon. I don't know that I'm going to stitch it.
Yeah, but we had talked about that because you guys had gotten the
Butterfly Cloche.
The Butterfly Cloche from Liz Matthews. You and Kate did Madame Ice, and I think that those two would make an interesting companion pieces together.
So yes, we're gonna have to see.
I did not get the Butterfly Cloche. Apparently, I was wrong according to the two of them. It wasn't.
It's not my fault. You have terrible taste.
I know. I wasn't my thing, so I didn't buy it.
And then from Lucy Beam, I ordered Bubbles Under the Sea.
I do like Bubbles. That's a cute one.
Because I also got Halloween Under the Sea.
The whole mermaid.
At the last market.
Mm-hmm.
She had another one for, I think it was like 4th of July, Under the Sea. It was a patriotic one. I did not like that one as much. Didn't really fit with my aesthetic.
Yeah. But it was a mermaid, so that one works for you.
And then I ordered the Kathy Barrick stickers. They just came out like yesterday.
I saw those. The ones that you put on the back of the pattern.
Yes, they're not this goes to. They're just the information about designers and fibers and whatever. So, y'all, the other thing that came out that I get every year from Satsuma Street are the ornaments. She does the most adorable Halloween ornaments every year. So of course I had to have this year's because I had last year's and the year before and the year before's.
So she already got those.
Woohoo! And I already got them. So I'm gonna share them with you. Okay. There are some in here from previous years. I'm not gonna share those with you. Simply because they're old. And they're not as exciting. So the first one,
I really like this. This is cool.
Is this pirate cat.
Mm-hmm.
I have never bought the cats. This set of 4 every year comes with a cat. There was a vampire cat, a clown cat.
The clown cat's a little creepy. Just
I forget what the other cat is.
We were just looking at him.
We were. Anyway, the pirate cat.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
This is Pickles.
True.
This is Pickles.
This is Pickles.
So I had to have this, and then I was like, well, darn. I guess I need all of them.
You need all the rest of the cats.
Right.
So she bought those.
I did. And that's what the other ones are that are old that I'm not showing you. So this is called One-Eyed Jack. So maybe this is Jack and not Pickles.
Well, you could make the other one Pickles.
The scary clown one?
No. There was another one in there that I liked in the cats. That you could make that one Pickles. I can't remember which one, but yeah.
Okay. The owl. This one is called Wise Guy. And I adore him. So these are done on perforated paper. And if you've never worked on perforated paper, it's difficult because there's not a really good frame system. There are some frames that are tiny that you can get.
I tried one time where it was like a needlework small one, and that you tacked it down on the edges to hold it on the frame. What I didn't like was it was hard to get to the edges and stuff on it, so I took it off and just held it in my hand.
I stitch with these in hand, perforated paper. I've done a whole bunch of the Mill Hill Santas. I will show you all of them at Christmas that I have done. I have not done all of them. There's over 130. I think I've got like 15 of them done.
There's 130 of them. Wow.
Well, you figure I think they're on like year 15.
And they come out
three each year.
3 each year? Okay.
Right. And
I like the owl. He's cute.
Right. So your piece of paper is in here. So is your needle, your beads, your sequins, because she uses sequins, and then the called for amount of DMC floss. So, and his eyes are sequins, so you can buy these as just a pattern. You do not have to buy the kit. The kit for all 4, I want to say it was $49.95.
It's not that bad because it comes with everything.
Everything except backing fabric or backing paper. I have Halloween scrapbook paper that I got.
That would be perfect.
Yes, it's very loud.
Yeah.
Very bright colors that Jodi likes to use.
That would definitely work for that.
Definitely work.
Yeah.
So the cat's cute. The wise guy is cute. The next two, blow you away. All right. Slither. I love these colors. I remember when Jodi first came out on the market, and I was like, I don't know who this lady is, but this lady
Her colors.
knows color.
Yes, her colors are phenomenal.
And she is not afraid of color.
I don't know if I have any of hers.
I don't know if we can be friends.
Whatever.
Well, I have quite a few. Quite a few. And again, I'm going to do them all before I die.
Oh, I do. I have one. I have Garden Party Cool.
Okay, we can be friends. I would like to get at least one of these done in October, but we're going to have to work that around Cryptid and the Sleeping Princess, because the Sleeping Princess must be done this year because I have already bought the charm with the year. And we will talk more about my bar charms later. But I would like to get one of these done, and I'll tell you which one I want to get done.
This one. This one.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. It's just a haunted house, right? Look at the googly eyes. Those are not googly eyes.
I thought they were when I looked at it.
She did.
Yeah.
Those are sequins with a bead in the middle. And for whatever reason, out of all 16 of these, this one is like, I'm jonesing to get this one done.
You could get that done.
Well, I think I'm going to take it to work.
Okay.
And it's going to be my lunchtime project.
I have a Mill Hill in my purse for when you're gone at lunch and I can sit and stitch.
Well, now we can sit and stitch together.
Yeah.
You know, when I have people out of my office.
That doesn't happen. But anyway, I like this one. I love how the eyes, how she did it to make them look like googly eyes, because that's exactly what I thought they were, was googly eyes.
And this is a house, but I feel like the colors are broken up enough that even you could do this one.
I would. It's the bigger houses I don't like. I could do the small house.
Well, this is a pretty fair size.
It's pretty good, but it's not like a house on a sampler.
And it has a cat.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my first chunk of market haul.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously are going to have more to show you.
Yeah.
So, and this week and on Sunday, I am headed to Myrtle Beach.
Correct.
And Myrtle Beach just opened Barefoot Needle Arts.
Yep.
So I will be making a trip to see Memory and Amy Baker to check out their shop. Gonna take some video. Gonna see what they got. And I'm gonna report back to you guys. Myrtle Beach is a total tourist hotspot. And
you're gonna have time to sneak out and do that? You're gonna disappear for a while.
Okay. I mean, do you really think I'm gonna hang out with jail administrators that long?
No. Take plenty of stitching. Yes, you should start. You should start that.
I could do this if I sit in the back of all the lecture halls.
Yes, you could.
I used to do that during CLEs all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, Jodi, you've saved me.
So yeah, that's the hall that's already shown up. Yeah.
This is my market hall.
Yeah.
She has standard hall that she's gonna.
I do.
Wait.
You have other hall.
Yeah. Okay. So this is not my hall though.
No, you got it for a friend.
I got this. So my friend Maymuda in London can park. I don't understand parking. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know how you do it. But one of the people, so Hannah and I are the admins for the SC Stitchers on Facebook. And some girl had these in her parking or on her piece.
I've seen people use them, but I've never seen Kate doesn't do that.
And when I showed it to her, she wasn't that interested because she said something about not needing to park as much anymore.
She has her own system.
I don't know. She operates at a different level. She's methodical. She's much smarter than I am. Anyway, but I sent these to my friend in London, and I was like, God, you need these because she's got these huge Outlander patterns that she's working on. And she's like, oh my God, I do. I was like, I'll get them for you because I already have a package I got to send her, so let's just fill it up. Because people use needle minders. They wrap a whole bunch around needle minders. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I have done that not to park, but because I've reached the end of a page and I don't want to cut off that over dyed. Mm-hmm. And that's fine for me, but that's one color. But I have noticed that they slip through the needle minders.
Yes.
And they would not do this.
Okay, my question is, how do those attach to your fabric?
They don't. So what you do is you put it on your fabric.
Okay.
And you wind it up,
mm-hmm.
and then you close it.
Oh, and it just sits on your,
it just sits wherever you put it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's being held in place by the thread.
Okay.
So I suppose if you wanted to put a magnet on the bottom,
you could. But okay, that's how they work. Okay.
I got these on Amazon. The picture on Amazon was much prettier. It had like legit packaging. So I will include a link down below, which I got.
She figured out how to do last time.
Right away.
Yeah,
last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't get it up right away. I got it after work on Monday, but
yeah,
it's there, guys.
Yeah,
and we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna send 2 of these. I got 4 packages. I'm gonna send 2 to Maymuda. I'm gonna throw 2 in our giveaway pile.
Okay.
And when we start doing giveaways,
we'll have a
giveaway pile.
Okay.
Giveaway pile.
So is that haul?
No.
Okay. No, I know what that is.
That is for our first. So this is haul. No, this is not haul. This is going to be giveaway pile for when we get to 100. Mm-hmm. And then I had a piece of slate as well. I don't see it here. I don't know where it went, but
okay.
We're not at 100.
Okay, yet. I know what that is. All right. So I was able to get into the monthly rope stitching fabric of the month. So this month's fabric showed up, and I got notification at work today that my fortnight fabric is being delivered today. But of course it's today, and we're here, and yeah. So anyway, this is.
You should just have everything sent to my house.
This is 36 count. So I did 36 count with Rogue Stitching, and this is by Atomic Ranch Fabrics, and it is called Pumpkin King. And so it is this phenomenal rust color with the dark in it, and I really like it. I don't know what I will stitch on it, but
this would work for those Rosewood Manors. based on the darkness of the fabric in those pictures.
I know, but I don't like the dark
But
fabric. I don't like the dark fabric either.
I'm
So
gonna
I don't know,
I'm
but
gonna have to
and
find
I'm not a
something.
big Halloween stitcher, so it's gonna have to be the right piece. But I love the color. I love that orangey rust color that this is. So this was my piece of fabric that I got for this month. So I was very excited when this showed up. So
And you're gonna be getting some more Rogue before the end of the year, right?
oh yeah,
Well, more by
yeah. There's Atomic Ranch. It's got like 2 other months, I think maybe.
because Rogue doesn't dye their own. Do
No, they use small independent dyers, and so their program, you know, at the first of the year what your colors are going to be that you're going to get every month. And so I had a friend who was in this, and they sent an email out to her in June that they were opening up, and she forwarded it, and I got it. So and then we had spotlighted Floss, and this is Casey Creation.
K Craftworks.
K Craftworks. So Abby had spotlighted it on one of our previous ones, and so I did a little shopping, and this came in. So I got some colors. Don't be taking all my floss, girl.
I love this.
I know.
I also got more. I'm not showing it because I'm using it to make a pattern.
I actually need my list of what the colors are, and they're in the envelope. So hold on. I did not take that out. Well, one of them I got 4 of, so I was thinking that maybe you wanted some, and I think it's the green.
Actually, this is one of the colors that I ordered.
Yeah. So that is Acid Rain.
Anyway, this one's got.
That one has a little bit of modeling in it.
Yeah, this one's. I think this is probably a second.
Yeah. So
I wasn't supposed
So we
to
got
get it.
Acid Rain. I got 4 of those because, you know, why not?
Vibrant.
Yeah. So this is Mulberry.
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to throw that at
Don't
you.
be throwing my floss
I like
around.
throwing
Yeah.
stuff. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. So there's Mulberry.
Beautiful.
Yeah. This is Strawberry Lemonade.
No, strawberry lemonade.
That one.
I would love to get my hair done like that, and like an ombre, like that. Too bad they
Yeah,
have to bleach it all out.
yeah. So this one,
Is this Siren?
no, it's Blue Primrose.
What?
That's called Blue Primrose. Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Here's Mermaid.
Okay.
Okay.
Because mermaids naturally have pink hair and green tail.
Yeah, of course.
I love
Yeah.
it. So Sarah, by the way, y'all, I contacted her this week about doing a special order. She's so sweet. She's so nice.
This is Emerald Dream.
This is just. She has this ombre down.
I know.
And they're soft.
Yep. Okay, so this is, I ordered 4 of those too.
What is this?
Green Machine.
That would be really good for Halloween.
Yes.
Especially if you're doing like a Frankenstein piece.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so. And this is Iris, which to me really reminds me
This
of
is
Iris.
Iris.
This is Iris. When I saw that, I went, yeah, that's it.
So you got a purple and yellow. Oh no, you got a purple and green last week.
I did.
That were Iris.
I know. And that's
So-
purple and yellow. But they both work for
They
Iris.
do.
They work. So that was my floss from her that came in the mail. So I have no idea when we do it. And then the only other haul I got was I have the Northern Expressions Twisted Band Sampler. And I've had this, and I was originally going to do it in the call for DMC. I had them pulled, had them stuck in here because I have a piece of fabric for this. And then I was just kind of, shopping.
She was burning a hole in her pocket.
I was burning a hole in my pocket and found out that, and it actually is on the pattern, I didn't realize it, but that Dinky Dice makes the soap pack for it. So, I know, they're so nice. I have to admit, my Glendon Places desserts that I'm doing, so I ordered the soap pack for it. So I have that in. I already have a piece of fabric in here. So this might have to be stitched. It's a very neutral color. So the colors on this are gonna, show and pop because I bought a very neutral color fabric to do it on anyway.
Well, this piece is about.
And it's about the stitching.
Did
and
you get the specialty stitches or just the cross stitches?
No, this is the specialty one. So it's a row of cross stitch and a row of specialty stitches, row of cross stitch and row of specialty. So
So this piece does come in strictly cross
stitch.
stitch.
I got the specialty one. I
I
decided
would too.
I'm gonna try them and do them, and I loved how it looked. So I got the one with the specialty.
Maybe we can tell my husband I need that for Christmas.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because see, this
With
is
all the stuff.
this is. I'm gonna think what size fabric I got.
I
for this.
think I would want like a silver fabric. Not, that's kind of buttercream.
I don't have the tag in. Oh, is it in the pattern? Usually I throw it in there, but I don't know what this is.
It's really stiff. You ordered it from somewhere. So
Yeah.
it's not, I don't know.
I may have found it on like a stash unloading or something, but yeah,
I don't know what that is.
yeah.
But
it's very stiff, but it's got to be 36 count.
I think like a silver moon is what I would want. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that was all my haul.
Are you going to put them very ugly back into
In the bag. Yep.
You're going to have to work on your bag skills.
You don't put yours back pretty in the bag either, so don't even.
I do, actually. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, this isn't going to go back in pretty.
I'm not doing boxes for people if you can't put thread in.
Well, then you're in charge of putting the thread in there. So I don't know. So I'm ready to go on this. So this will have to be sometime in the new year when I decide to set it all up. So I pulled all my DMCs out, put them all back in my storage, and then.
That's not the type of piece you do in DMC.
Well, originally I was going to do it in there, but I wised up and changed my mind because I saw the silks and I really like working.
They're dinky dyes.
They're dinky dyes, and I had not worked with dinky dyes when I got this pattern, and then I got the desserts afterwards. I'm working on it, and so yeah. So that is what I have. That's all my haul.
Now there are some things that you just do in silk, like Jeanette Douglas.
Well, so there we go. So that one's going to get done in silk.
And speaking of Jeanette Douglas, we are still going to Tulsa.
Yes.
In April to take her class, and so hopefully we will be able to snag her to do just like a quick interview with her.
And then we can do a shop tour too.
And we can do a shop tour because that is being hosted by the Silver Needle. And if you have never been to the Silver Needle, there's one that's just hanging out. Lindy has a wonderful shop. She has so many shop models, beautiful fabric selection. She got rid of Vera Bradley in the shop because they opened one locally, so she didn't want to compete with them anymore. But y'all, I would, not that I'm not always broke anyway, but I would be even more broke. I would need Lindy to give me a part-time job if I lived in Tulsa.
I'm gonna have to save some money there. But so that is all I have for haul.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to save money for that too. We still have to buy plane tickets and get a hotel room and a rental car because nothing in Tulsa is close.
Yeah, good thing it's out.
Well, we could just do an Uber.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Maybe we'll just do Uber.
Yeah.
All right. So update on whips.
You want to go first this time? Why don't you go first?
I will go. Yeah, because yours is. Yeah.
I have a stack.
Okay, so I wrote down what my whips were, and then I realized I hadn't worked on Cryptid at all. So I worked on it last night, y'all.
Looking good.
I think I got 30 stitches in right here, just for you. Right there. I did want to try to get this done across the top before I left to go to Myrtle Beach.
Because the first Cryptid drops the first Friday in September.
Right, so I'll be back next Wednesday, and then Friday that first one drops. But the first one is worked in here completely. I believe I bought this piece of fabric from Susan Eagle on Stash Unloading, but that can be wrong. Yeah. It was in a Ziploc bag. It was huge. She didn't know where she had gotten it. And
it's perfect for this.
Well, but remember when I opened that Ziploc bag and pulled it out, it had dark, beautiful stains on it. Whoever had dyed it, oh my God,
did a good job.
No, I thought I was going to vomit. So I had to wash it. But you can still see some of right here. Yeah. Some of that modeling. I want to say molting like it's a bird every time. So, and Susan told me, she's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know where it came from. And I was like, whatever, just send me the bill. So it's very pretty. It's done right, but I don't really like it. It fuzzes. And it's a very loose weave, but it's fine for this project. Yeah. This is, I think I'm probably going to have Kate turn this maybe into a tapestry. Okay. It's not going behind glass. more likely than not, this is not a masterpiece.
Okay.
So it's just something fun.
But you got to a point that you can get the first one in.
The first one I think is gonna go right here.
Okay. And you didn't do your moons. Are you gonna do your moons in metallic?
I am. I've got the
Diamante. The DMC Diamante.
Diamant.
I don't know.
I don't speak.
Whatever.
My French is terrible.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm guessing that's what it is.
Anyway, and I've got the étoile to do across here, and I've got my El Chupacabra.
Mm-hmm.
El Chupacabra.
Yeah.
And then I have some other cryptids waiting to be done because I bought that one from Jen at the Practical Cat that raised the controversy. Jen pulled it. It's not available anymore for sale. Pickles has been here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some there's some moons that go here, and there's some ornate stuff here.
Yep.
I like my goat sucker. And then y'all, I'm pretty excited about this.
She's gotten really far on this. She's got a lot of progress on her princess.
I'm so excited.
Yes. She's out of the pink.
Woohoo! So last week we'd gotten, I think, to here. Maybe here.
I think you had here, but you had to do some filling in here.
I had to fill in the
You had to fill in there, yeah.
So we moved into this yellow here and did that yellow part. This is the last big mattress. And then underneath there is another mattress.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bed frame.
Okay.
Should I go get the beads?
You need to go get the beads. You need to go get the beads and show the beads.
So I gotta finish the bed rail that goes down, and then the waterfall is gonna come, and I'm gonna have to do a Q-snap move. But what?
She got some cool beads to put at the bottom of her bed frame. Very pretty. It's gonna work really cool.
Okay, sorry. So we've talked about my need to judge everything.
I like this zhuzh.
And my newfound fascination for lampwork beads.
Yes, but they're perfect.
Yes. You know, when you find the right thing, you find the right thing. So like I said, this is a metal ironwork bed, and it's got a frame that goes across, and then it's got bald feet at the bottom. Ball feet, not bald. And these may be a little bigger than the stitch count calls for, but not by much.
But I think they're gonna work.
So these are flat beads. They are not full circles around. But they are this beautiful black, completely hand done. This side has got 3 beads with these beautiful flowers, and she's got flowers up at the top in her canopy, completely handmade. And then when you turn around to the other side, there's 2. This was sold as a set of 3, so I've got 2 on the bottom, and there is a potential use for the 3rd up top in the canopy, but we're going to deal with that when we get there. But for certain, I'm going to be using this bead and another one on the bottom to do the feet. These came from the Ukraine. They were shipped into Pennsylvania. You may have heard me last week talking about
the shipping.
The beads.
The beads
the beads that came from Kiev that got here faster than the ones that got shipped from Pennsylvania. And I think it's because this person shipped probably from Kiev as well, but has a distributor that breaks them up and ships them in the United States to save on shipping costs. So fabulous. And then I also got these beautiful little purple beads
for the flowers.
For the flowers,
tiny
up
little
top.
flowers. Yes.
So for those of you that don't know, Swarovski is discontinuing or has discontinued their bead lines. So a lot of these Mill Hill treasures
are being discontinued.
Are discontinued because they can't get anymore.
Yeah.
As if many of them weren't hard enough to get already. they're going to be virtually impossible. So you need to start looking for other alternatives. There are cheaper crystals that you can go for.
But she was on her deep Etsy dive.
But I'm liking the lamp work.
I like it too. I think it's going to look good.
It has to be right.
Yeah.
Lamp work is not going to work for everybody. But for Nora?
Yes. For Nora, yes. With all the beads on a Nora, yes. Absolutely.
Well, and the lamp work is elegant like she is.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I'm excited about those.
Yeah. So she made a lot of progress.
A
lot of progress on her mattresses. She would send a picture, 78% on the video, and then we'd see a picture of the mattress, and we're like, yes. And then we get the next update. Yes.
Yes. So
she got lots of work on that.
And I'm just excited that we're out of the pink
and into a different color, orange.
Warms. Mm-hmm. Warm colors.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to move
to the blue,
we'll be down to the blue, and then I'll come back up because.
Well, we had decided you were like.
I'm in here
on the other side. Yes.
On the other side, and I'll start there, and I'll go down. Then she'll come out. She'll iron. She'll go into my stretcher bars, which I will also introduce you to because they are not just standard stretcher bars. They are a combination stretcher bar Q-snap that I have persuaded many to buy and many to love.
Which I'm probably going to buy a set of for my chatelaine. Well, I need to add that to next year's projects.
Well, maybe I could do that for Christmas.
Yeah. So
maybe I should order it before I tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are her whips. So I have a few more, just a couple more, because I'm still doing semi-sane stitchers, and I'm doing Uno. Really liking the Uno because it's either 100, what they call the whip, or it's either 200 or project. And so I'm really seeing a lot of progress. So I'm thinking about making my own wheel next month for the other projects that I have in my bucket, hi Pickles, that are not getting as much love, and maybe rotate that next month to get them done. So I have worked on my Glen in Place strawberry shortcake, and I'm gonna have to put this behind here. And so this is where I'm at. I got more of the red down here, more of the pink, and that was just kind of where I'm at. So I've got a lot more progress in a week on this, which I'm really kind of liking it. This one had not gotten a lot of love lately. And then One Nation, because this one is perfect for getting done. So here's my One Nation. And when I need 100 stitches, one of my stars is 101 stitches. So here's where I am on that. So it's just finishing this in, and then there's part of the blue motifs, but then I'll be able to start on states. So they got more love. Death by cross stitch, which is going to kill me.
Or you're going to die and we're going to bury you with it.
Exactly. So
cremate you with it.
Here's the pattern. So I got a bunch more work on it, and here's where I'm at on that. So I got a bunch of work, and that was my needle there. I was trying to figure out where I had started at so I could mark it on the pattern. So we're working on this. I have like just another, this comes down to here, and then kind of just a little bit of a triangle in here, and I'll actually have a page finish on this. So excited that there might actually see a page finish on this. And then my lady got a lot of love. I'm going to work on her tonight because she needs a lot more love. So my Lady of the Flag, and I'm doing the green conversion. And so for me, it's just filling in the dress. The dress is just filling this part in, and then I've got the dress over here to go. So did that. I worked on my cryptid. Woohoo! I got much more progress on my cryptid. Very happy where I'm at. So here's the frame. I was contemplating doing the whole frame, and then I'm like, oh, we're not going to move the Q-snap because I'm not going to move the Q-snap till I have to, and I'm not doing all like counting.
That is my dilemma as well, is moving the Q-snap.
I did not
because she's going to do the first 4.
She's going to do the first right in here. So I got across to my page. I used the 12 for the words, and then I just started to work my way down here, and I'm not all the way down. But I'm just going to I'm doing the colors in what's called for. So that's where I'm at with cryptid. So I feel good. This won't get touched next week. Until our next Flosstube, I will not touch this because there's no I'm far as I'm going to go on this for right now.
Wait, you're not going to do any more of the letters? Are you going to outline the letters?
I don't know.
Oh, well, because she's only got like 2 non-brown and grays.
I don't
was
know, because I
thinking-
did the etoile on the letters.
Well, so I'm doing that shiny. I was thinking maybe
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I do, it may be
I don't
something I
know.
go back.
you can
And
do it at the
then,
end.
so I worked on that block on Sunday.
Hi, Boston.
So we had stitching Sunday. And so I worked on that block, and I got done with that, and I pulled my niece's project out, because I'm like, I need something other than black. Yeah. So, what do I have next to work on this?
black.
Black.
If you don't have a cone of doom,
I do not have a cone of doom, and I need one. So I got this filled in. I filled in a whole bunch of little stitches here, and this is up underneath his chin. So really, this ends like right over here. This is the whole thing, and then so I'm just doing the black and filling in his hair. So yeah, here's where we're at. So I'm feeling confident that by working on this little by little, I will have this done by Christmas. Well, I'll have it done before Christmas, so I can frame it so I can mail it, because it has to be mailed to Iowa for my niece. So that are all my wicks. Pickles is joining us. Okay.
well, I mean, he joined us and he laid down on the next segment.
Yes.
So,
Well, I can do my part while Pickles is laying on your stuff.
okay, let's do your section.
So we did our number spin to figure out which letter. We had to do it a couple times.
I mean, eventually we're gonna have to do all of them.
We're gonna have to do all of them. But anyway, so we're showcasing Rosewood Manor.
Who the designer is Karen
Kluba.
Kluba. I've met her at market a couple times. She is amazing. She's so sweet, and I know I say that about all designers. It's not true of all designers. But for Karen, it is.
So I have the first Rosewood Manor that I bought. I have Dandelion Wishes,
And I love this one.
and I bought it last year.
Yeah.
And this is the pattern, and we have it here. And originally, I bought, this is the same fabric that I'm doing, I think that's the same thing I'm doing,
Yep.
another piece of that I'm doing, strawberry shortcake on, the moss.
It is the moss.
So originally, I was thinking about kind of flipping the colors and doing this. And then I really wasn't loving that. So I picked the Karen Water Lily's Banana, and I am going to do it monochromatic.
I love that.
And I'm going to do it just that way, because the Dandelion Wishes, that was a big thing as a kid in Iowa, and doing it and making a wish, and the whole
Did your
thing.
parents yell at you when you blew them away?
No,
My parents did. They were
No.
like, "You're just spreading the weeds."
my dad didn't have them in his front yard. They were not allowed. Weeds were not allowed in his grass. So I've gone through several reiterations. I had a different piece of fabric for this. I did not like it. So then when I got the green to do strawberry shortcake on, I'm like, I like this.
I like this.
Yes.
Karen uses a blue.
She does use a blue. Yeah.
Well, it photographs blue. What color?
Picture this plus.
Crystal Alchemy. So
yeah.
it's a blue gray.
Yeah. I just didn't like it quite that dark, but I like the green and doing the white on the green.
Something about that green really appeals to me too.
And I did Playing with Jacks on this, the other piece. My Playing with Jacks is on that other piece of that green,
Which we haven't done yet.
which we haven't done yet.
We
So,
will.
yeah. So I've got that kitted, for whenever. So then the next thing I've done, and I don't have the pattern, I think I gave it to somebody, I went looking for it and I couldn't find it, is she came out with the summer, the winter, the summer, the spring, and the autumn Quakers.
The seasonal Quakers. Yeah.
The seasonal Quakers. And so one of the ladies in our stitching group that we meet up at Panera was doing one of them. And so I did Winter Quaker. And I changed it up a little bit because I did it,
Yes, the birds were upside down.
oh, okay. So I did mine, and I couldn't find the tag, and so I don't know what it is, but I did it on an opal.
This is a fabric by this is Under the Sea.
Okay. But the other thing this pattern has is it has a whole bunch of the white with this kind of white color back in here, snowflakes everywhere. And with doing it in that thread, I tried it and it wasn't showing up like I liked on the opalescent fabric. So I left them all off. I did not do that. That's the only thing I changed. I do need to go back and put the date on this because I finished that. I don't know if I finished it at the beginning of this year or last year. I think last year.
It's gonna be really hard to date it. Did you do a completion photo?
I think there's a completion photo, and I see Stitcher, so I'll have to go there. So I went from that. Now that on her summer Quakers, that's Valdani. That's the first time I used Valdani floss, and that's a 28 count fabric because that's the call.
That was the called for. You bought the called for box.
I bought the box with the floss when I bought the pattern. So the other one I bought was summer Quaker. Now, I did not like the color of the fabric that she had the summer Quaker on. Our shop had the fabric, but I didn't like the color. I didn't think it was what
It was done on Picture This plus truffle.
Yeah, and I didn't like it. To me, it wasn't summer enough. So this is Raspberry Lemonade by
that person.
I know, and I had the piece of paper at home and forgot to bring it. So, but I went 32 count on this.
Was that Stephanie? Yes,
it's fabric.
Stephanie.
Yeah, so this is the Raspberry Lemonade Fabrics by Stephanie. The only thing that I didn't do is if you look at the pattern, there's an alphabet at the bottom, and I don't like to do alphabets, says the person who bought a sample. We're not going to go there. So I left the alphabets off the very bottom part of
which is why it's so short.
Yeah.
So when you get this frame, just read it conservative.
Yeah, I'll cut it off and I'll have a piece I can do with it. But initially when I started this, it was hard. This was very fiddly because there's a lot of color changes. But last year I had a different job and it was super, super crazy busy. And this was the one piece that I could take out even with all the color changes and just work on it. My other pieces I just couldn't. There's too much thinking. Don't ask me why. But once I got past this starting, because there's a lot of color changes, but I love how the Valdanis work up. Now I only have these two. I did not buy the other two seasons because the autumn one is pretty, but yeah, and the spring one is like.
I don't remember seeing anybody work the spring one, and I know that Miss Cindy had the fall one.
Yes.
Because that was the one that had the arrow up here that you kept seeing everywhere online.
Yeah. So she has all four of them.
Sure.
Yeah, but so I love how this turned out. You know, I need to get it framed, and I did, put the time on that. So, So then my other two Rosewood Manor patterns, because I can go so many places, is I got this one, and this is the Celtic Knot Challenge. And I don't know that I'll stitch it as one big piece.
Moving this doesn't make centering it any easier.
Yeah. I don't know that I will do this as one piece, but I like some of the individual motifs that could be worked up with different colors.
Well, that's Karen's whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Like literally it says, if you read it, she tells you to get creative.
Yes.
Be creative. Mix and match. Create a Celtic tree.
I mean, I like
borders as bookmarks.
And this one's done in DMC. I do not, I don't like the colors.
Are they DMC? Because that's,
well,
I think that must be like an error because where's that the conversion? No, she does them in Sullivan's.
Okay.
And this is the DMC conversion.
Okay. I don't like the colors. I like the motifs. So if I did it, that may be one that I do in a variegated floss and just work with different ones. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet.
Oh yeah, you just have to be thinking ahead about that knot and where
I'm going to put the colors.
Where you're going to break the colors.
So I could see doing it as a whole piece. Could not. And then the only other thing I have.
Can I get rid of this receipt?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. The only other thing I picked because I thought was cute. My mother's is a Christmas nut is. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and it's just a cute little pattern that she did, and I thought it was cute, and I could see doing it for my mom for Christmas. We'll see if it happens, but yeah, so it's not very big.
Does it come with any? Oh, it does come with colors.
Yes, but they're all blues. They're like there's nothing inside. Yeah, patterns on the back side, and that's it.
That's weird.
Yeah. But I just thought I like the Quaker effect of the tree and stuff. So I don't know. I just thought it was cute. But that is all of my Rosewood Manor.
I don't have a whole lot more than you. Can you take our coworker?
Come on, Pickles. Come here, Pickles.
Okay.
Pickles is on the Pickles.
So
Pickles does not want me to hold him tonight. Okay. Fine.
So I do have a completed Rosewood Manor that I would love to show you.
It's in her office.
It's in my office.
We forgot to grab it.
It's a small one that Karen did. It's called You're a Star.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got all these different flowers at the bottom. It was during one of her button phases. She goes through these phases where she does smaller, what they call completable pieces, because that is actually a term that they use for stores, is that these pieces have completability because stitchers want something that they can complete. But we all are like, long dog, and that,
yeah, let's do another big one. Yeah.
A lot of people get disenfranchised and stop stitching. So she did this one called You're a Star, and
it's very cute.
And I went and I hunted down the same ribbons that she used on the model, and I will insert a picture of it here. So that sits in my office. I wanted to put it on my office door. I discussed that with Stephanie. And I was like, what I want is for everyone who works there to understand that they are a star. But I feel like this is like putting up on my door a reminder to me that I'm a star. And that's how people are going to take it. And she thought about that and she's like, yeah, you can put that on your bookshelf.
Yeah, that's where it is.
So it's on my bookshelf so that I don't look needy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys have already seen these if you've been following us. Owls on a pumpkin. And
okay, I like this because on the back it says there's always something new at Rosewood Manor.
Well, she's so good at marketing herself too, because literally there are over 300 designs. Collect them all.
Whoa, I don't think so.
Well, and I would have said the same thing at one point in my life. I have like 900 patterns. So, and then the cats on a pumpkin.
Yeah.
And then I showed you the ravens on a pumpkin as well. Yeah. And I ordered the toads and the candy on a pumpkin that are coming as part of my market haul. And that will come as one big package from Nancy, because Nancy is going to hold everything until everything is there. And so she charges you $4.95 shipping every time you buy something, but shipping is free over $75. So once she gets everything, she's going to refund the shipping, all of my shipping. So I should get back like $45, not $45, but like $15 shopping, because I think I placed 3 orders. Anyway, so I had this pattern, and then I sold this pattern.
And you bought it again.
And then I bought it again, because I do love it. It's all done in weeks. It's called the Halloween quilt pattern, and it comes with one of these. I don't know who makes this star or this spider. I have plans for this little spider, not this one in particular, but this bead for a pattern. But these are just different quilt squares that are all kind of Halloween-y. And she's picked beautiful Weeks dye work. She does a lot of works with Weeks dye works when she's doing overdyes. In fact, I think that's the only overdyed company that she uses. And it is my understanding, I do not know that this is true, but that they do not hand overdye anymore.
I'd heard somebody else talk about that they're doing machine dyeing.
But they do machine dyeing. And so that's good, that's bad. It's bad because, well, we all want hand over dyed, so we're getting original pieces. But it's good because it means we're getting a consistent product. So
that's hard.
Well, give a little, take a little.
Yeah.
You want a consistent product.
Now, if they would just cut it, and so I don't have to cut it myself. I know, I'm asking a lot, I'm sorry.
So when I get it, I just unfold it and snip it.
Yeah.
They're shorter length, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to come back to these. So when I went to market, the last time we had market in Nashville in 2020, Karen had this piece on display. Now, when you go to any of Karen's events, she has all of these samples, and they're huge, y'all. They're huge. I think she must stitch them on a very, very small stitch count because they're models. And so they're big so that they photograph well and people can see them. So I saw this and I was like, I love that.
Don't you already have the fabric for that or no? Yeah. Okay.
We wanted something that looked like sea glass and we haven't found
We
it
haven't
yet.
found the right color. Okay. Yeah.
Though Gina might work from Fabrics by Stephanie.
Possibly.
I do have the Rainbow Gallery thread pack that came with it.
You're right.
And this is part of a series. There's like Crowns of the Kingdom, Griffins of the Kingdom, and Kate has Griffins of the Kingdom.
She does.
You know, and I understand that anchors are a religious symbol. I don't know what it is about this one in particular
that you like more,
but I love it.
It's cool.
And I had to have it. And she was displaying it at market, but it wasn't available yet. So I had to wait another couple months, but I got it. And until I find the right fabric, I'm not doing it. I have something in mind. I love this one. That's like shaped like a sea monster.
That's why you got it.
Probably.
Okay, so this one.
Okay. So this one, everybody knows about this one.
I did not get that one. Apparently I have bad taste again too. It wasn't my thing.
I can't account for your taste.
I know.
So this one is the O Feathers. This was one of the big ones at market in the spring this year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought it was the big one. It had its own sulky pack. Jack London. So
did you get the sulky pack?
I did get the sulky pack. I like stitching with sulky. I liked stitching with sulky before stitching with sulky was a thing because I got it at Sassy Jack's when I did that class with Izzy and Kate.
Yeah, that was in 19.
I like peacocks.
I like this when she was showing snippets of the motif. I thought the motif was cool, but when it came to the pattern, it was like, when she was showing kind of the sneak peeks, I'm like, I really like the motif, but I didn't like the whole overall effect, so I didn't get it. I'm not going to stitch it, so I'm not going to get it. I'm going to spend my money elsewhere.
I can see myself stitching this on white opalescent, so I bought it. It's not in the queue. But the queue
is large.
The queue is small, but the queue constantly changes because people get tired of standing in line.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, the next two. These came out in 2018. That one came out in 2018. That one came out in 2017. I had seen these and wanted them from the day they came out. Y'all, I burned myself last Friday at the firing range. I was wearing my glasses and I was in a 6-shot exercise, and on the first shot the cartridge came out and landed right between my glass and my cheek. And I will let you know, I did not freak out, and I completed my exercise and holstered my gun before I got that off of there, but because of that
It's looking better.
Yeah, well, it's just crusty.
I like these, but I don't know.
I love these.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. The floss for them was about $75 a piece because it calls for so much. So I'm going to show you Sunset first.
And that fabric, because I think somebody had the fabric, but it's not that dark. I don't think so.
This is Banshee. I literally think I have this exact fabric. I think my LNS had it and I got it. And then I got the fabrics, or the threads, and I have them. And I actually had started Sunrise, because I was going to do Sunrise and Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
I have not started Sunset. And I'm going to tell you about the tragedy of Sunrise. But I love this piece, and I'm going to do this piece. This is one that is like committed to the queue. I just need to finish my princess and reassess. Okay, let's talk about Sunrise. I started this, you guys. Not only did I start this, I aggressively started this.
She did.
It was
going strong.
Just like the princess, it became the only active whip. we were moving along,
and she got,
I don't know if I had Stitcher's copies or not. I did not highlight. I'm sorry. I'm not going to show you that. I did not highlight in here. By the way, you guys, both of these patterns call for cock eye. That is not a color. It is sock eye. It is a salmon color, as in sockeye salmon. I
picked raspberry lemonade.
I did. I used raspberry lemonade, which is not the called for color, because the called for color is Stephanie, Fabrics by Stephanie Brigid. B-R-I-G.
Brigid. Yeah, B-R-I-G-I-D is Brigid. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. Y'all, and this worked out beautiful.
It was going really nice.
Oh my god.
It was very pretty. And then
so, it's a COVID summer. And there's no camps.
Nope.
And my daughter has a babysitter who allowed her to have an entire glass of milk in the living room that she spilled. And they were like, it spilled, but there wasn't that much milk in it. We couldn't find any milk anywhere. Well, of course you couldn't find any milk anywhere. It ended up in my stitching bag, which at that time had loaded in the Q-Snap sunrise.
I saw it before.
And you guys are going to see this and be like, there's nothing wrong with it. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So, here's.
And it does. It still looks very nice. I took this to my friend Rita, who does all my framing, because I washed it immediately when I got home. However, the milk had spilled about 6.5 hours before and had dried.
Mm-hmm.
And there were milk rings in this fabric. And I washed it in the sink. I washed it in the washing machine. Rita has this thing called the Wonder Washer. She ran it through 6 times, y'all. All of the variegation in these threads was lost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you think this is pretty,
it was.
You should have seen it before.
It was so vibrant before. Yeah.
And so
it has.
I'm still mourning.
We haven't gotten another piece, and
no, I have another piece.
Okay,
I did buy another piece right away, so I could make sure to have the same piece. But I'm gonna cut that off and throw that away, and we'll have that for something else.
Yeah. Because if you look at that, hold up your end on there.
This is the same piece of fabric. This is probably actually cut from the exact same piece
I think it was, because I think I had the other side. So if you look at mine, just even from this side where you can see the colors next to hers, hers was the other half of the same piece when we went to the shop. So that's how much color, that came out. Yeah.
So I'm not angry at my kid. I'm not angry at the babysitter. But we all know what it feels like to restart something.
Yeah. And it was looking really good.
It was. And at some point in my life, I really thought I wanted to do stockings. I didn't.
No.
I don't. But I do have this.
That was from.
This is Stars in My Crown Christmas stocking.
2009. There's only 2 lines of patterns on the back instead of 3, like sunrise and sunset.
Right. At this point, she's not telling us that there's 300. Collect them all.
Yeah.
She's telling us.
See, look at the difference in those.
There's more coming.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this in our giveaway pile. For our drawing, for it to hopefully land in a home with somebody who either wants star motifs in plethora, or who would like to do a stocking for somebody. It is very pretty. I like all the gold stars, but
that's a lot of metallic.
Is it? I don't think it is. It's not like the Anchors of the Kingdom, I don't think. No, it's all DMC and Mill Hill. No. There is some granite. DMC, Mill Hill, No.
Oh, okay.
There's no Kreinik in the stocking itself. Now she gives you here
Yeah, the
two
little
small
patterns.
bonus ornaments.
Oh,
And
I thought it would.
one of them. Yeah, you would think, right?
But I guess
That
not.
one does. That's the bonus ornament with the
Yep.
Kreinik. That black star is Kreinik. It's probably like a gunmetal color. Anyway, I'm gonna throw this in our giveaway pile. When we hit 100, we're gonna do a giveaway, and we will put up what options you have. You're gonna get to pick what you want. I think.
Yeah.
And
We'll have like a word. We'll do something because they like put a word in, and then we can do a random comment generator, and then yeah, we'll do that.
so Miss Anna.
So since we've been like highlighting somebody on Etsy, and I thought since I was doing the one pattern for my niece, which is the Stitchy by Anna, I have several other patterns for hers, and she has a lot of different anime. I went in and she's got like 374 sales, but she has a bunch of Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen, Haiku. So she has a bunch of, anime. So I found the Etsy shop, sent it to my sister and go, hey, go here, look, which ones would my niece like? So I also have Shoto Todoroki. I have this one. And the picture looks bigger, but I don't think this is one of the smaller ones. And of course the printer was being stupid and it's double-sided. So this is going to be 9x9. This is going to be a 9x9 piece when it's done.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Well, the one I'm doing is 5x4. And so then this one is going to be 10x10, and this is Himiko Toga. So this is a 10x10. My sister said my niece would like this. This one's a little bit bigger. This is basically 10.5 by 14.5. And this is Mikasa Ackerman. That's a lot of dark colors in that one. And they're full coverage. But so those are the 4. But I thought her pattern was because she's got the anime, if you're looking for them, the different action figures and stuff, because I went through and looked. I know nothing about anime. Know nothing about them all. And her patterns were like $4, $5 maybe at the most.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They were not that bad. They're not that expensive. She gives you color option, printed in color, and it comes black and white. So when I printed it out, and her symbols are good size.
Right.
So they're not hard to see. So if you want to work off the color or you want to work off the black and white. So when you print it, you get both of the options in the download. It's all one download.
Yeah, that's pretty normal with that.
It prints color and that, so it's not a separate thing. So and if I did this one, I think on this one I'd find a background that I could just do the face and have the fabric be it. So I'm not stitching the fabric.
Yeah, I have a piece of green fabric, that color, that would work.
This one is going to all have to be stitched. There's no option on this one. And this one, I could possibly get away with something for the blue, at least to cut off some of the stitching there. So she has a lot of cool patterns. I mean, I went and looked, and of all the ones, when I was looking on Etsy, this is the one that seemed the best. And when I sent it to my sister, I said, hey, what do you think? And she goes, yeah, this works. Get this, and this. So, and she's got like 89, 90 different patterns on her Etsy page. So if you're looking for the anime, you might want to check that one out, check her out and see what she has. But her patterns are really nice. Really, really easy to work with, the one I have. So that is our little spotlight.
Oh.
So I'll add those to my pattern stash.
Stitchy by Anna.
Yes, Stitchy by Anna with one ends. Yep.
So we have a couple things coming up that we're just going to let you guys know about. So the CSC original retreat this year is in Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And that is taking place right at the start of October.
Yes.
We're going. That's happening.
Yes.
We are in the works.
They're still having it. She's the lady who's Faye Kuhn, who's organizes, had a lot of people ask questions. It's still happening. The hotel is still open. Doing that, I think she's going to downsize a little bit so she can space people out a little bit more in the hotel room. So it is still going on, and we don't have a mask mandate here in the state at this point.
We're not going to.
We're not going to. The governor didn't do it last. Well, we did have some mandates last time.
Well, he did it last time, but we were one of the last.
Yeah, we're one of the last states. So we're doing that in October. We've decided even if it cancels,
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go and spend the week by the beach, stitching.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though they don't have any beds in Horry County at the hospital.
That's okay.
That's what we're gonna do because we're vaccinated.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. And so then apparently Steph and
Pam and
announced,
and along with Keepsake's owner, and I can't think of her name.
Yeah,
she was on the video. The StitchCon 2022.
They've announced StitchCon 2022. It's going to be the first 2 weekends in June.
Yep.
Sign up starts September 1st.
Yeah. And what they're doing different is they decided to give everybody a level playing field, because before they've just taken each year people who've gone before and the people on the wait list. So they've completely opened it. So you have to go in September 1st, put your name in, let them know which weekend you want.
So there's no priority anymore.
There is no priority anymore. It is wide open this year to get into StitchCon. However, you have to pick the weekends, and there's a Flosstube that they did on it, which they really explained it, and the cost is going up. It was $100.
Yeah.
It's going up to $200, which really...
That's still a good price for a retreat.
And they do a lot of swag. They do a smalls exchange. They've got a freebie table.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to my friend in Arkansas. She's already got her smalls exchange done.
What?
Yeah. She's like, look, I did this for StitchCon 2022. I was like, they don't even have tickets for that yet.
Yeah. So we're contemplating it. We haven't decided whether we're going for sure or not. But
I don't like the justification of the extra $100 because they want to run electricity to all the tables. I don't know. I just don't feel like extension cords are that much. But I'm sure
if you want to meet a lot of Flosstubers, this is what StitchCon was started as something for the Flosstubers and the stitchers to kind of get together and do their thing. But you have to pick weekend, and then
they don't offer classes though.
There are no classes.
They literally just go sit in a room.
Go sit in a room and stitch.
Okay.
And then they bring Keepsakes, the shop brings, they call it the annex. They bring it in, and so they bring in.
And then you also get to take the bus.
You get to take the bus, the StitchCon bus, to the shop, which is an old Sears house that's been converted. Everyone says it's way cool to go in, but a lot of the designers send their trunk shows, and they're at the annex, so you can shop. And I've seen some of the pictures, and if you want to see a model from a designer, they got it. I mean, it's phenomenal just looking at some of the videos I've watched on Flosstube. So we're contemplating going, possibly, maybe.
We'll see how, because you've never been to a retreat.
No.
So we'll see how you like Silver Needle in April.
Yes, because we're definitely going.
And CSC.
And CSC.
In October. You may be like, no. But
we'll see. It depends, because that means we're traveling in April, and we're turning around and traveling in June.
Well, I'm traveling in April twice because I'm going to somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not Greece.
Well,
maybe Kenya.
The other thing is the quilt trip that I took with my mom and my friend 2 years ago. Depending on what's going on with COVID, that might be back on, and that's in July. So I only have an infinite amount of time off from work to go on stuff.
Your boss is terrible.
Yeah.
So then the other thing that we have locally happening at the end of October, beginning of November, is the Coastal Carolina Fair.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are going to do for you guys a presentation of the pieces that we intend to enter. Mm-hmm. I have one. I think you have...
I have one. I haven't decided what else, if I want to put something else in there.
Okay.
Venetian Opulence by Maribel is done, and my friends framed it. I just have to go to their house and pick it up. But that's definitely going in. And I've never entered anything in the fair before.
And I have, both at coastal and at the state level. And so I will also show you those on that episode.
I contemplated entering into the state level, but the state level drop-off date for your pieces in Columbia is the same time we're in Myrtle Beach.
So I like to see how it does at the regional level
before you just put it in
state level. Yeah. And then the beta box.
We have a pattern. Madam Ice did our pattern for us this weekend.
We have to test stitch it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sending anything out untest stitched.
She's going to stitch it in one color palette, and I'm going to stitch it in a different color palette.
Well, and I'll probably stitch it in Kate's original colors as well.
Okay.
And we're just piecing a couple things together. This is going to be a box that we send out to other stitchers to see what they like, what they don't like, so that when we offer our initial box, we know what we've done wrong, what we've done right. We may make the actual beta box available, or at least the pattern available for purchase, but not right away.
No. It's going to go in the box first.
This is the how badly did we embarrass ourselves request.
Well, and we're going to do it, initially we're both going to stitch both of them in DMC.
Right, so the idea is that the
box will be in DMC.
If you order just the pattern, it will be DMC. If you order the stash upgrade, that will come with overdyes, probably an overdyed fabric and an overdyed threads.
Yeah, so we're going to do the DMC first, make sure we got our color palette, and then we're going to hunt down overdyes that we like, that we think will go with it.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
And then, but like we want to do this right for you guys. And we don't want to just.
So that's going to get thrown into our stitching rotation. I gotta pull the colors this weekend, but we're not gonna show it. We'll just go, we're working on it, but maybe show the color palette. Maybe we can show the color palette that we're doing for each of ours.
Yeah.
To show the difference in what you're doing and what I'm doing.
Right. And once the boxes go out and we await feedback from our beta testers, we can show you, what we came up with, what Kate came up with, and what we worked on.
Yep.
And we have a stitching lifestyle item that we've come up with that we need to put together.
But I'm excited we have the pattern.
I'm excited too.
I need to get it. We need to get started.
And then y'all, this last weekend, I came up with the ultimate Christmas Advent box. Literally.
Ooh.
I showed you. I texted you.
Okay, there's a lot of text this weekend.
The ultimate. But that may not be this year. That may be next year.
That's going to have to be next year.
Well, I mean, like 2023. But it is the ultimate. Nobody has done anything like it. We're going to crush it.
Yes. So
that's where we are.
That's all of our stitching.
Give you some updates. Let you know what's going on. Next week, since I'm gone until Wednesday.
Oh, that's true. You are. I forgot. You're not getting back till Wednesday night. She has a conference to go to in Myrtle Beach. It's going to be difficult. Yeah.
Anyway, we may just do a single vendor spotlight. Maybe if there's any haul. I think everything I have is pre-ordered right now.
Only thing that I would have next week, I'll have my Fortnite fabric next week. That was in, but my floss and stuff like that won't be in until first part of September. So that's all I have. I haven't ordered anything. I have nothing else in the queue that I'm like, ooh, is that out for delivery?
Well,
yeah. So that's all we got.
I'm good.
So hit like, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Thank you for putting up with us for another week.
Yep, thank you. We appreciate all the comments. We both look at the comments.
We do.
So one of us may be responding, the other one may be hearting. It's hard to tell, but we both. And then we get the notifications. I'm like, oh my gosh, we got a new subscriber. We're so very excited about this. So yeah. So we get to 100, we'll have a giveaway.
Yes.
Yep. So everybody have a great week. Keep on stitching everything.
And I'm going to try and get this up much sooner than Monday morning.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be out of town this weekend, so you need to get it.
I'm going to go work on it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
We'll see you next week.